Here with head coach Dane Damron after an inter-squad scrimmage day. Coach, you're about 10 days into camp. We'll start with some position battles. You had a lot of position battles coming in. We'll start behind center. We're anywhere closer to finding out who's going to be the quarterback when we take on Tusculum.
Yeah, I think Jeremy and Bryson Lee have both improved over the time of camp. There's no question. They just got to keep coming. I think we're still gonna rep both of them right now. We're alternating who has reps with the ones and everything like that. So they're getting better. They're understanding what we're going to do. They're surrounded by a whole lot of young people, so that always makes it fun.
Up front, offensive line, you had a lot of battles there. Hit on that a little bit. What you liked, what you didn't like today.
Getting better. There's no doubt about that. Truvell Wilson is a true freshman. Has been a very big surprise of camp. And we knew he was good when we wouldn't recruit him, but he's done a good job. And then the older kids, Randy Kuma, I think is having a good camp at center. We've been kind of unfortunate with Kenny Breckley, who has not been able to go through a whole lot of camp. He's got something wrong with one of his eyes, and hopefully he got cleared today, so he was able to get a few reps today. So those guys are starting to gel. You know, anytime you're trying to play quite a bit of people up there to try to find the right combination, you're not getting them to work together as much as you would hope. But we're going to find the right five and hopefully find 3 or 4 backups, travel with 9 of those guys, and be ready to play there.
At wideout, 2 names stick out to me, the Cousins brothers, both impressive today, numerous catches there. Talk about those guys, maybe some other guys that can come in at wideout and help out.
Yeah, James and Jacob both had a good scrimmage. They both had good camps, kind of been up and down on some days, but we got to get them to make sure that they understand that they've got a chance to be pretty good receivers in this league. Make sure that they understand that it's about consistency at that position, being where you're supposed to be and catching the football. Freshman-wise, we're very impressed with Austin Atkinson playing slot. He's shown some juice and done some good things there. Kier Townsend is a freshman that has done some good things there. Ced Watkins, he was on offense last fall. We moved him to spring. We moved him to defense in the spring, and then moved him back to wideout. He's had a good camp for us, and so we've got to build some more depth there. We've got a lot of freshmen that are trying to play, but we're excited there. We're excited about a running back position too, and Carlton Griffith didn't get a whole lot of reps today. Shoulder's kind of banged up, but Javante Latney's had a good camp, and JB Wright, a freshman, has done a good job for us there too.
Flipping it to defense. Buster Henderson, freshman, making plays all over the place, had a pick 6 today.
Yeah, Buster Henderson, there's no doubt. When we recruited him, we had a kind of staff infighting. One side wanted him on offense, one side wanted him on defense, but there's no doubt that we feel like we got a really good one in Buster, and he's had to learn a lot back there. And anytime you're transitioning from high school football to college, with the meeting time that we have and some of the stuff that we ask our kids to do in the secondary as far as coverage checks, it's been tough on him. But he's starting to figure it out. The light's starting to come on. And also Quadio Diawau at free safety number 4, he's been a pleasant surprise too. He'll strike you, and he can run very, very fast, and we're excited about him. And so defense, I don't think there's any question. We've made some strides on that side of the ball. Marcus Terror is a freshman who made some plays in the secondary today, and his brother Michael up front, number 58, has been a good defensive line, and he's really starting to take a leadership role there on the defensive line.
Working our way back toward the front there. Linebackers, I thought Blair played well today. Flood had a good day. Montague there later in the scrimmage played well. Hit on the linebackers there a little bit.
The thing that I like about those guys is the first 2 you mentioned in Flood and Zach Blair. They play so hard. Zach, everybody in our league knows about Zach. Set a national record, I believe, or led the nation in tackles for losses with 28.5. The thing with Zach, you know what you're going to get. He's going to play hard, and sometimes he's going to run himself out of where he's supposed to be because he's got a nose for the football. So we're just trying to get him to be truer to his keys and do what he's supposed to do. But you can never question the kid's passion and how hard he plays. And Chris Flood is the same way. He plays so hard, and I think he's really looking forward to this year because he did not have the opportunity to play last year with a knee injury, and there's no doubt that Chris Flood has been the leader of this football team, and he's doing his best to hold everybody to a higher standard, and very happy with him. And Montague made some plays, there's no question, and Mikael Franklin, a freshman, is a kid that's stepping up that we're really counting on there also.
Up front, talk about those guys a little bit, and then we'll flop over to special teams.
Michael Terror, as I mentioned earlier, has been really good. He's starting to become more vocal. He's never been a real talkative guy, which is okay because he works as hard as anybody we have. But now that he's starting to step up and hold people accountable, excited about that. Ben Funny's done some good things, and some freshmen, James Burles and Casey Taylor, have been good up front for us. We've got some work to do there. There's no question about that. But Coach Coley's doing a great job with them, and we're just trying to get those guys to understand, stay in your gap, play good pad level.
On special teams, you had a battle at the punt position. Where we stand there?
I think it's still neck and neck. There's no question. Zach has had a good camp. They're all three going to travel. Zach Large is as good as a PAT holder as I've ever been around, you know. So, and people, you kind of chuckle when you hear that, but he's really good at that. And he gives us some depth. If he's not the punter or the kicker, he gives us some depth because he can do both of them. I don't think there's any question that Trent Martin's going to be our field goal kicker and our kickoff guy. He's got a very strong leg, just got to keep him healthy. And then Trevor Owens has done a good job. He's a little bit better as a punter right now than he is a kicker. But that's what he was recruited this year to be, was to come in and be our punter, who we know that can kick in the years to come. So, and then Jared Young has been our long snapper, and he's doing a good job. So we're excited about that. You know, anytime you get out here and do special teams and these scrimmages, it looks like a Chinese fire drill. And so, but we're happy with where we're at, and we understand where we're at, and we know we're going to go. I just wish we could get there a whole lot sooner than it appears we're going to get there, but we're working every day.
Coach, thanks for some time, and fans, remember September 1st, take on Tusculum on the road. You can follow it on uvayscavs.com.
Thank you, Dave.